After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Waller. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get him the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 39. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A give running left, it's Sanders. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Leopard! Leopard! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Hot!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Gone!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Hey. Now let's go!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
All right, here we go. Blue 90!
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Gone!
the gun. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Now let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And his guys are able to strike for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now back out comes the offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Let's go.
To throw again. Waller. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Waller. The open man is Shark. It's complete. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing on 1st down. Waller being chased out left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger. His penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Waller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing again. Waller. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to throw. Waller. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Dancing away at the 30. Fights through and now a crease. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The offense on 3rd down tonight. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! Hot!
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
On first down, Waller. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Waller, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Waller. And that will be incomplete as well. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Steps away to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving. His arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Gone! 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 Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19.
Looking to throw. Steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Waller, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Waller. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Fielded at the 43. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, and now he pulls him over. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Looking to throw. Waller. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Flex round.
From the gun, Waller. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Waller. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Blue 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
He'll drop to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. Able to slither by. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. Now this offense ready to head back out there. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Ohio! Ohio!
Looking to throw. Waller. And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Shark's got it, left side. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Back to throw. Waller. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Flex round! Flex round!
To throw on second down. Waller firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Waller. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Good! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. They'll try and fight for it here with Campbell. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Back to throw. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From the gun on 3rd down. Waller, throw left side complete. It's long. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And we'll get a couple here down to the 22. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And here now the offense heading back out there. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. Clock now under 30 ticks and running.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Leopard! Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! Hot!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for our visitors, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Austin, it's their very first clunker.